Word on the street travels fast. There's a place offering free government money. All you have to do is attend a seminar.
And the people who come aren't looking for houses, but they soon learn they're about to become first-time homebuyers, at least on paper. Problem solver Rob Wolchek says it's a scheme perfect for the city of Detroit. Rob?
Hugh LaMonica, here in Detroit, there's lots of people who need money and lots of vacant property. This is a plan to use those people and that property to get $8,000, money that comes out of the pockets of taxpayers like you and me. This is Joe. Joe's got a stimulus plan you've probably never heard of.
Our program is not the Obama stimulus plan. It's the stimulus walk-away plan.
That's right, as in walk away with some free government cash. So you think that this is some kind of scheme where they're kind of defrauding the government?
Yes, they're defrauding the government.
And they're using people desperate for cash to get new home buyer tax credits.
I'm gonna get a check totaling $8,000, but they're gonna take $3,000 of the money for finding me this house.
In a city full of broken down homes.
These houses aren't worth even looking at, to be honest with you. Okay. We're just using them for credit purposes.
Hey, come on, Joe, talk to me. We'll hear more from Joe, but first, the President of the United States.
We're providing a tax credit worth up to $8,000 for first-time homebuyers to help more Americans own a piece of the American dream and to strengthen the housing market.
Here's how President Obama's first-time homebuyer stimulus works. You buy a house, and you gotta live there. Next, you file for the credit with the IRS and get 10% of the home price back. The max you can get back is $8,000. So what's the stimulus walk-away plan Joe here is talking about?
Understand that you're not buying a property to live in.
It's a made-up name for what sure sounds like a total ripoff. Using uninformed people off the street to get tax money for uninhabitable houses.
What we do is we optimize the value of the house to $80,000 to give an $8,000 stimulus.
That's right, they're going to take a place like this and say it's worth $80,000. Now all they need is someone to apply for the tax credit. Someone like LaTanya.
Once we got over there, the guy named Joe, he came in. He told us everything that they had: stimulus money, $8,000 rebate for first-time home buyers.
LaTanya was handed this paper to fill out. There's no company name on the sheet, or anywhere for that matter. There was no money down. You didn't have to pick out the house. In fact, you couldn't.
We pick a property because we're in an understanding that you're not going to actually purchase a house to live in.
She says Joe made it clear. This was just a way to get free government money and then walk away.
So when you first do it, the house or the land becomes yours.
Right.
And then you do whatever you want.
Yeah. What we're advising is to walk away from it, because if you don't walk away from it, then you'll be responsible for the taxes and all that stuff.
LaTanya didn't buy it.
I called the IRS. I talked to a Mr. Anderson, and he told me the guidelines for it because I wanted to make sure it was legit. Once he told me the guidelines, that's when I contact your office.
Melinda actually bought Joe's pitch. All she needed?
Just a W-2 and an ID.
What she got was a copy of this paper she was told to sign. It says she's entered a purchase agreement for the property located at 11645 Manor in Detroit. The price, $80,000. The exact amount needed to get the $8,000 maximum first-time home buyer credit. And this is all you got from them?
That's all I got.
That's it?
That's it.
Next, she was told her $8,000 check, which she has to split with Joe and the crew here, would arrive in 8 to 12 weeks.
The check was supposed to come to 51 West Hancock. They'll call me, then I come down there to pick up the check.
Now, have you seen this house?
No, I haven't.
Well, let's have a look. Nice neighborhood. I could see how a house here could be worth $80,000. What? 11645 Manor is a vacant lot. Neighbors tell me the house burned down years ago. $8,000 of stimulus money for this? So who's behind this taxpayer ripoff? I start watching the building where the walkaway seminars are held. Day after day, I see the same people at the place. Joe's there often, but this patriotic guy is here every day. Sometimes he takes his fancy truck out and scopes out property. Run down property. I send a Fox 2 undercover cameraman into one of the seminars.
You use the stimulus money to purchase the house, so what we'll do is we will pick the house for you in the sense of we're going to pick what's available at its lowest price. Because you're walking away from it. You're walking away from the property, you're not going to actually keep it in that sense. You're not going to purchase it and live in it. We're just going to provide you the house to get you the credit.
Remember, the IRS form states right on it, you can only get the credit for your main home, the one you live in most of the time. But Joe says the walkaway plan is foolproof. You get the government money and it's yours to keep.
The reason you don't have to pay back the amount is because the houses that we sell, most of them are like groupie houses, and according to the taxes on the form, it says that you're exempt to pay back the stimulus if your house is destroyed, burned, or anything like that, and you get a new house within 2 years. I'll be honest with you, most of these houses are going to end up there.
End up where? Destroyed? Burned? He sure seems to suggest that.
So it doesn't follow you anywhere because you're going to lose it on the land contract either through us or because it's going to be destroyed.
Time for me to unmask Joe and his boss. After doing some of my high-tech research, I find Joe on, of all places, Facebook. Real name, Raul Ortega. Check out this posting on his wall.
Hey, buddy, how's the scam business holding up?
Let's see if I can get an answer.
I need to talk to you a little bit about this walkaway program that you're selling.
Well, I got to go.
Well, I need you to talk to me, Joe. No, fill me in on this thing, will you?
That's all right, I got to go.
Hey, come on, Joe, talk to me. Joe, your real name's Raul, isn't it? Are you ripping off the taxpayers? Here, take my card. Come on, man. Isn't your real name Raul?
Yeah, but it's easier for them to say Joe than Raul. So.
Yeah, well, isn't what you're doing tricking people? Aren't you tricking the taxpayers?
Not at all. I
Yeah?
like your trick, though. Try to get me talk. Thank you.
My trick must have worked because Raul tells me he just works there for this guy, Michael G. Kelly. So I pay a visit to Mike Kelly's Grosse Pointe home.
Hey, Mike. Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? Why not? I need to ask you about the program you're running.
Kelly never opens the door. Instead, just like the stimulus plan, he walks away.
Hey guys, I got a hoopty house for you, but this one you can't walk away from. You're in the Hall of Shame.